Alright, Thursday. In this video, we are going to, let me see, I forgot what I was going to talk about already. We are going to find out our device's screen resolution. The Google search will tell you. And then we're also going to go into the lesson on gradients. So the important part here is the first part, we're going to be looking up a resolution. I did my phone, the first example here that I posted on the actual daily agenda. But just to do this one right now, we're going to click into here. I'm going to do a Chromebook resolution, and I'm expecting that I might find more than one resolution because I imagine there's different models. But we're going to see. Oh, so it just spits out a number, 1920 by 1080. So if you are using a Chromebook for your device because you don't have a cell phone or whatever else, that'd be the way to start this project by using those numbers, or 1920 by 1080. Once again, though, for mine, I believe in my weekly agenda was 2960. That's how tall it is. And then by 1440, 1440. All right, so we're going to go into Vectr. And in Vectr, I was just kind of going through the lessons in the last little bit here. So this is where you find your lessons, just to remind you. Because it's probably been a while if you ever did watch the gradient. We didn't have to watch the gradient before, so if you watched it, you got some extra stuff earlier. This should take you about probably 3 to 5 minutes just to kind of play around and do these things. But it is up here in the help. Once you select help, you have lessons. And then in lessons, we are going over here to gradients. The reason I didn't really want you to watch the first time is because we didn't really need it for our first portion of what we did, and that was the stuff from yesterday, going through and making that black and white logo for the laser engraver, where the laser engraver uses the 3 colors, black and white and red, to basically tell it what it's doing. Laser engraving, not laser engraving, or cutting. And then, so the next part, if you click into here, in the gradients lesson, it will walk you through a video, and then after that you can go through and do the little things it's asking you to do behind here. Alright, but I'm just going to actually ignore that, go out of this. I'm just going to click on one, and then I'm going to back out. Now, in my profile, every once in a while things do weird stuff, like I've never seen that ever before. But I'm just going to keep it rolling because you guys might encounter that same thing. It's never happened to me. That's usually it goes to this screen right when I click my profile, which is weird. Anyway, so now I'm going to click and open this, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the page. So I've already watched my lessons video, and I'm going to go over to pages, and now I'm going to add one more page. And this is where we're going to enter our data that we want to have. We're going to unlink this because I don't need to have it working together right now. And we're actually going to enter pixels, so we don't have to worry about entering anything after the number. So in the first portion, it says my width. My width is going to be my second number, which is the 1,440. And then I'm going to tab over, and this is going to be my height, 2,960. Now, what this is telling it is how big it is in pixels. Why did that change to 1,440? Okay, enter. Alright, for some reason it didn't hold my first number. I'm not sure what I made a mistake on, but I messed up. Anyway, these are in pixels. Pixels are just squares. So if you have a screen, each one of those little colors that are coming through is a pixel. Each pixel holds one color. If you have a very good resolution, it's a high number. If you have very poor resolution, it's a small number. These resolutions nowadays have really they're all pretty good. If you go back to like some old Apple products that were early old iPads or iPods, you may find some lower resolution old cell phones. But other than that, that's how we kind of started out. And now we have this page. Now I'm going to kind of zoom in so you can see, or zoom out so you can see what I have going on here. So my resolution should kind of look the way my phone looks, just kind of looking at it. Alright, and mine does. Now, what we're going to start with today is just kind of, I guess, making a rectangle that's the same size as this background. So kind of starting out by going up to the corner all the way across. And In the gradient video, we found out that we can then change our background to a gradient by clicking either linear or radial gradient. For the rest of the time today, I want you kind of playing around here and changing these colors around to find out kind of where your color pattern is that you want. Remember, you can have radial or linear. It changes the different types of gradients that you have. And then when you go to these options, you also can move those gradients around and kind of how they interact with the background and how they go and blend across your page. All right. Changing the colors is by selecting. All right. And then you can also change or add a color in the middle if you wanted to have other colors that were added in that transition. So play around with the gradients today, explore, find the one you want for your background. Tomorrow we're going to put our logo that we want for our device background on top of this, and we're going to color it. It doesn't have to include a gradient, but it may. Other than that, though, that's what we're doing today. Explore the gradients. Have a good day. Hope the video helps. Thank you for watching.